YouTube channel. My name is Francois Martel, and today I want to talk to you about how we're reimagining IT incident response with an AI SRE agent for enterprise. We all know SRE teams have a tough job. The paradox is the more visibility they get, the less clarity they have. And there's a growing challenge because of the complex dynamic nature of the environments being monitored, the number of alerts that have to be sifted through, and the number of observability tools that the average company has. And this results in increased MTTR, unmet SLAs, engineers joining bridge calls instead of innovating, doing busy work instead of optimizing their performance and security, and all this leads to employee churn. All this is why there's a new category that is transforming enterprise operations, moving from traditional observability to agentic SREs that promise the capability of analyzing complex problems using all available information like configs, logs, metrics, traces, and alerts in real time to identify the root cause of your issues and recommend remediation steps. So we're moving away from the traditional observability that was defined by rules-based systems and dashboards that presented the information to the user but didn't connect the dots for that user. SRE agents all promise roughly the same thing: 90% reduction in MTTR, 10x less busy work, and 24/7 expert coverage for a great price. But we all know there's a big difference in making a promise and delivering on that promise. At NeuBird, we're actually seeing these results with our customers in production. So let's talk about what you need in order to deliver on these promises. So let me introduce Hawkeye, the most connected SRE agent. Hawkeye starts with incidents and automatically investigates them by using configuration from your cloud environments, logs, metrics, and traces from all your observability tools, and leveraging LLMs with metadata only in order to reason about the issues, keeping your data secure. What you will find is that this connectivity is what makes Hawkeye different from any other AI SRE out there. We support more observability tools, more types of data, more environments, including in VPC deployment, on-prem data center applications, and multi-cloud, hybrid cloud environments. And in the end, this is what is going to matter and make a difference. We all have the same AI models. GPT-4, Claude, Gemini, Llama, the foundational models are commoditized. Every vendor has access to essentially the same reasoning capabilities. So the winners are going to be the ones that can provide the best context to those models. Our approach supports a hybrid architecture, combining a proprietary telemetry data virtualization layer that allows us to build a single integrated schema from multiple disparate telemetry sources with MCP integration for interactive tool invocation, like, for example, kubectl or AWS and Azure CLIs that can perform real-time discovery of configuration changes that have not made it into the telemetry platform yet. Contrast this with other AI SRE approaches that either are just sophisticated log analyzers with chatbot interfaces, or treat each data source as an isolated island, and in some cases it can only work with one data source, and has point-to-point integrations that break at enterprise scale. And we didn't stop there. We don't just provide raw data to the LLMs for reasoning. We actually process the data using code generated on the fly by the LLMs in order to guarantee there's zero hallucination and data security is maintained. Which brings me to my next point. Most AI SRE solutions insist on a SaaS deployment model. At NeuBird, we quickly realized the importance of supporting deployments in customer environments to address the security concern with AI and access to sensitive telemetry data. NeuBird supports Amazon deployments in your VPC or Azure deployments in your own tenant and private network. This means that your data never leaves your network. You're using your trusted Amazon Bedrock or AI Foundry in Azure in order to run inference on your data. Now, there's obvious benefits of SaaS that most customers don't want to lose while gaining this additional security. So with NeuBird, you can have your cake and eat it too. Our VPC deployment is fully managed by NeuBird. Upgrades, patching, monitoring is all done by NeuBird through our deployment runner, which runs in your VPC and for which you have full control over how much access you give to NeuBird. This reflects the maturity of our solution. Now we're not done. Our customers are asking to integrate Hawkeye into their existing chatbots, and they're also asking to provide their own data sources for Hawkeye analysis. This is where MCP steps in. We're leveraging the Model Context Protocol in two main ways. One, providing an MCP server for Hawkeye to allow our customers to integrate easily in their own AI application, chatbots and agents. And two, we are allowing customers to bring their own MCP servers to Hawkeye for their own custom debugging tools that they might have developed over the years. This is all part of our vision to fit in with your existing tools, data, and workflows, and in the future with all the agentic systems that you're trying to build. So we see a future where there's an agent ecosystem. You might have specialized agents for security, database administrators, cost optimization. Of course, you are most likely already deploying source code agents that can perform bug fixes and could in the future provide Hawkeye with insight into code changes that might be resulting in issues in production. Just like we were the first with an AI SRE, the first with a data integration and deployment strategy that matches the need of the enterprise, we will be the first that provides an AI agent that can collaborate with other agents that you employ in your IT environment.